circumstances which that would finally end.
I'm going to interrupt this for a second. Anybody who loves everyone for who they are, raise your hand. I'm giving you a hug.
I believe the children of
I believe in Jesus and I believe in God, but I think
You don't believe Jesus is the only way to God. That's what he taught. You think Buddhism is the way.
the Bible is exactly 80% accurate. And I feel
You know what I think you homos will come back and when they do reincarnation, maybe a crab on pubic hair. See, they have a fixation on genitals, and so that would be appropriate to come back that way. Homosexuality is sin. Well, so to answer that, we've got to consider what is the primary purpose of sexual intercourse. How would you answer? According to the Bible. Yes, procreation, reproduction. So what's primarily wrong with homosexuality is they do not reproduce. You cannot procreate. It's got to be
that's when we adopt the kids that you get rid of.
It's got to be penis, vagina.
That's when we adopt.
This is the 21st century. There are different technologies. You can do whatever you want in this world.
Not only that, sir, it's contrary to the God's design. The anus is for defecation, not penetration. Write that down. It's not a sexual organ.
Oh, trust me, we're taking notes.
The prostate. Can be both an entry and an exit hole. But as for the anus, it's for the elimination of solid
Yeah, thanks for the health lesson.
waste.
I already took health class.
So, you sort of touched on what I was going to say, but basically, the whole point of marriage is like, and romance is because the bond between a man and a woman, like the reason we feel of love, is meant to be somewhat of a metaphor of how God loves us.
That's true. The marriage is a metaphor for Christ's relationship with his church. Jesus is the bridegroom, the church is the bride. And the Bible says that's one of officer's wife, submit yourself unto your husband as unto the Lord. And the husband is to love the wife as Christ loved the church. How did he love the church? Well, what did he do for the church? The show is he died. So, willing to die for his wife. And when you girls meet someone like that, you found what they call a keeper that's willing to die for you. But most men aren't like that. Most men are pigs. They'll rape you. Most of these boys, I'm going to say something rather crude here. Most of these boys, girls just consider you nothing but a piece of ASS.
Spelling it is the same thing as saying.
And what's worse than that, a lot of you girls are so insecure in your femininity, you've just come to regard yourselves as essentially a piece of ASS. Girls, you're more than that. Girls, you can run for president now. You could be president of the United States.
I can't.
What about us
Not
girls
everyone.
that aren't insecure?
Get yourself a husband that loves you and that you can submit to and will provide for you. Oh, well, if there's anything he says, the context of what I say, listen to me.
Wait, why are you encouraging us to be president? You
I
encouraging
think you misunderstood. Well, then I'll have to have a talk with him. I might have to correct him. No, it's all right for you girls to get an education. Nothing wrong with that. My wife has an education. And so it takes, especially girls with majors in economics. When I was in college and university back in the 60s, girls came to college to get their MRS degree.
Yeah, I got mine.
Find a husband, pre-law, pre-ed, an engineer, something like that. And who can provide for you. You buy the flour, you make the bread, so to speak. All
right, so yeah, this guy.
Or you
Listen,
can be independent.
if the gentleman who spoke before me said anything, he said anything that would seem to put women down, I have corrected. We're not here to put women down. We just want to keep them in their proper places.
Where is your place? Do you encourage women to run for president? Do you believe that we can have a female president? How would you feel if
She
we
gets
had
the
a female
votes,
president?
we'll have one, yeah.
Right.
But look at Hillary.
But okay, if it wasn't Hillary.
I voted for Sarah Palin for vice
I
president.
agree that we can have a nice female president. Right? Now, if we have a female president, how can she fall into place under her husband? First of all, if you're a female president, you are a leader. You don't follow and you don't submit to anybody, especially not a man. You don't have to have a man.
Submit to Congress.
Yes, we'll have Bill Clinton as the first man. That's something to think about.
She's president. That doesn't mean she has to submit to him. She doesn't have to bow down to a
And
man.
so,
I'm sorry.
actually, if Hillary is elected, probably Bill will really be running things.